Hi students, welcome to Roots Academy. Myself Inayatullah, lecturer of mathematics. In our last video, we discussed about problems on trigonometric functions. In today's video also, we will learn about the problems of trigonometric functions. So let us start with the first problem. That is, again it is problems on trigonometric function. In today's video also, we will learn about problems on trigonometric functions. So let us discuss the first problem. Prove that sine 2x plus 2 sine 4x plus sine 6x, this is equals to 4 cos square x into sine 4x. So student, this is the today's first problem. So in this problem, he is asking us to prove that sine 2x plus 2 sine 4x plus sine 6x must be equals with 4 cos square x into sine 4x. So first let us take LHS. LHS is equals to sine 2x plus 2 sine 4x plus sine 6x. Now student, I have three trigonometric terms here. So I'll give preference to sine 6x and sine 2x. The reason is because the coefficients of these two terms are 1. But here there is a coefficient 2. So it may create problem. So I'll avoid this and I will take these two terms to make one formula. So this I will rearrange in this way. Sine 6x plus sine 2x plus 2 sine 4x. Because here all the three terms are positive and since we are adding, so answer remains same, so we can change the positions. That's what I did here. Now I have a formula for sine 6x plus sine 2x. So what is the formula for sine 6x plus sine 2x? That is sine x plus sine y formula. Sine of x plus sine y formula, that is 2 times of sine x plus y by 2 into cos x minus y by 2 plus 2 sine 4x as it is. So again, this can be written as 2 sine 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 by 2 is 4x. So it is sine 4x into cos, here cos 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 by 2 is 2. So cos 2x plus 2 sine 4x as it is. Now student, in these two terms, I can take sine 4x common. In these two terms, I can easily take 2 sine 4x common. So after that, what do I get? 2 sine 4x into, I remove this from this. So what is left out? Just cos 2x is left out here. Completely I have taken outside the bracket. So plus as it is, then nothing is there means 1 will be there. Now this is as it is 2 sine 4x. Now here cos 2x plus 1 or 1 plus cos 2x. This has a direct formula for us. So according to one of the formula of cos 2x, this can be written as 2 cos square x. So this can be written as 2 cos square x because I'll write here cos 2x is equals to 2 cos square x minus 1. So what I did, I will just shift this minus 1 to this side. So this becomes cos 2x plus 1 is equals to 2 cos square x. So this is what we need. So that's what I substituted here. That is 2 cos square x. Now 2 into 2 here. 2 into 2 is 4. So finally we'll get 4 cos square x into sin 4x. This is our RHS. So student, this is the answer. Okay. Problem is prove that cos 9x minus cos 5x divided by sin 17x minus sin x, that should be equals with minus sin 2x divided by cos 10x. Cos 10x sorry student, here it is 3x. So it is sin 3x. Okay. To prove this, we will take LHS first. LHS is cos 9x minus cos 5x divided by sin 17x minus sin 3x. Okay, student, in numerator we have two cos terms, that is cos 9x minus cos 5x. Denominator we have two sin term, that is sin 17x minus sin 3x. So there is a formula for cos x minus cos y. So the formula for cos x, here x is 9x and cos y, y is 5x. The formula is minus 2 sin x plus y by 2 into sin x minus y by 2 whole divided by, now we will apply formula to the denominator. So the denominator is sin 17x minus sin 3x. The formula is 2 cos 17x plus 3x divided by 2 into sin 17x minus 3x divided by 2. Students, this is the formula. Let us do the simplification. This denominator 2, numerator 2 gets cancelled, minus as it is sin 9x plus 5x. It is 14. 14 by 2 is sin 7x. Then next is sin 9x minus 5x. 9 minus 5 is 4. 4 by 2 is 2. So it is sin 2x whole divided by, and the denominator cos 17 plus 3. 17 plus 3 is 20. 20 by 2 is cos 10x. Then next is sin 17x minus 3x divided by 2. 17 minus 3 is 14 by 2 is 7. So it is sin 7x. So student, here numerator sin 7x, denominator sin 7x gets cancelled. So what is left out here? Minus sign is there. Then with this sin 2x divided by cos 10x. So student, this is our RHS. The third problem is prove that sin 5x plus sin 3x divided by cos 5x plus cos 3x. This should be equals to tan 4x. Student, this is exactly similar to the previous problem. In previous problem, we had both numerator and denominator with 2 cos terms numerator and 2 sin terms denominator. Now here, in this problem, numerator we have 2 sin terms with addition sign. Denominator we have 2 cos terms with addition sign. And we should prove that this should be equals to tan 4x. So first, to prove this, we will take LHS. LHS is equals to sin 5x plus sin 3x divided by cos 5x plus cos 3x. Now student, we can apply the formula, and the formula is sin x plus sin y. But here x is 5x, y is 3x. So the formula for the numerator is 2 sin x plus y by 2 into cos x minus y by 2 whole divided by denominator is cos x plus cos y formula. X is again 5x, y is 3x. So cos x plus cos y formula is 2 cos x plus y by 2 into cos x minus y by 2. Now student, if you compare this, numerator and denominator, 2 and 2 is there. So this denominator 2, numerator 2 gets cancelled. Then in the numerator, we have cos 5x minus 3x by 2. No need to do further simplification because same term is exists in the denominator. So we can easily get cancel with this. So numerator is left out is sin 5x plus 3x by 2. 5 plus 3 is 8. 8 by 2 is sin 4x divided by denominator cos 5 plus 3 8 divided by 2. 8 by 2 is 4. So it is cos 4x. That should be equals to sin by cos is tan and angle is 4. So it is tan 4x. This is our RHS. That means prove that sin x minus sin 3x divided by sin square x minus cos square x, that should be equals to 2 sin x. Very simple problem it is. So student, in this problem we have sin x minus sin 3x divided by sin square x minus cos square x, and we should prove that this should be equals to 2 sin x. So first we'll take LHS. LHS is equals to sin x minus sin 3x divided by sin square x minus cos square x. So student, here sin x minus sin y formula we should apply. For that x remains x and but y is 3x. Sin x minus sin y formula is 2 cos x plus y by 2 into sin x minus y by 2. This is the formula for the numerator. But in denominator, we have a direct formula. This I can call it as minus cos 2x, because we know the first formula of cos 2x. I will write here the first formula of cos 2x is cos square x minus sin square x. We know that we have four formulas of cos 2x, but this one is the first one. So what is this formula? Says that cos 2x is exactly equal to cos square x minus sin square x. But in this problem, I have reverse. I have sin square x positive, cos square x as negative. So if I compare this formula and this one, I can write that minus cos 2x. So this is denominator is finished. Let us do the simplification of the numerator. So that is equals to 2 as it is. Cos x plus 3, that is 1x plus 3x is 4x. 4x by 2 is 2. So we have cos 2x here. Then in the next term is cos 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Minus 2 by 2 is sin of minus x whole divided by minus cos 2x. Now student, we know that sin of minus x is minus sin x. So this minus comes outside. So minus 2 sin x into cos 2x divided by minus cos 2x. So this cos 2x cancels with this cos 2x. So this minus cancels with this minus. So what is left out here? The left out part is 2 and sin x. And this is our RHS. And now the next problem, it is the fifth problem, is prove that cos 4x plus cos 3x plus cos 2x divided by sin 4x plus sin 3x plus sin 2x, and that should be equals with cot 3x. It proves that should be equals to cot 3x. Student, here in this problem we have totally 3 terms in the numerator and 3 terms in the denominator. Numerator terms are cos terms with different angles, and denominator we have sin terms with 3 different angles. In this problem, student, we have even angle as well as odd angles. So even and odd angle comes, we cannot make any formula. So what I will do, I will take the even angles as one term to get the form, to make the formula. Then odd angle I will write as it is. Later I will include that. So first we will take LHS. LHS is equals to, and student, here again it is everything is added. In addition, we can change their positions. Answer remains same. So I will write cos 4x plus cos 2x plus cos 3x divided by sin 4x plus sin 2x plus sin 3x here. See? Odd angles written as a third terms, because I can easily get the formula for even angles, because even angles either both the terms should be even angles or both the terms should be odd angles. One even angle, other odd angle I cannot take, because we won't get any formula. We will get the formula, but the problem is we cannot divide by 2. That's why we'll avoid that. Whenever we have 3 terms or 2 terms like this, we will check whether angles are even or odd. So luckily we have 2 even odd angles here. So we will take cos x plus cos y formula for this. So x is 4x, y is 2x. So cos x plus cos y formula. And the formula is 2 cos x plus y by 2 into cos x minus y by 2 plus this third term as it is, no changes to this, cos 3x divided by the same thing in the denominator also. For even angles, you have two even angles, sin 4x, sin 2x. So the formula for sin x plus sin y is 2 sin x plus y by 2 into cos x minus y by 2 plus sin 3x. And that is, now here we cannot cancel any terms because here there are two terms again in the numerator and two terms in the denominator. So we cannot cancel anything. Before we cancel, we should take common, then we can cancel. So the simplification is 2 as it is. Cos 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 by 2 is 3. So this is cos 3x. Here cos 4 minus 2 is 2, 2 by 2 is 1. So it is cos x plus cos 3x divided by 2. Here sin 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 by 2 is 3 here, sin 3x. Now here cos 4 minus 2 is 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So cos x plus sin 3x. Now student, I have two terms in the numerator, two terms in the denominator. And in the numerator, easily I can take cos 3x common. And denominator also I can take sin 3x as common. So what do I get? If I remove cos 3x from this, the left out part is 2 and cos x here. Plus, nothing is left out here. So 1 will be there. Divided by, now sin 3x is common. The left out part is 2 cos x plus nothing is left out here. Completely I taken common. So 1 will be remaining. Now student, we can cancel because everything is multiplied in numerator and denominator. So 2 cos x plus 1 gets cancelled. 2 cos x plus 1 gets cancelled here. So that is equals to cos by sin is cot 3x. So this is what our RHS is. Very simple problem. Okay, so the next problem is prove that cot x, cot 2x minus cot 2x into cot 3x minus right here cot x cot 3x should be equals to 1. That should be equals to 1 I should prove. So student, this is a very simple problem actually, but if you see this, we may get confused how to prove this, but it's very simple problem. But for this, to prove this problem, we should make use of the formula of cot of x plus y formula. Then we will get automatically prove both LHS and RHS. So solution. Student, directly we will take cot of x plus y formula. What is cot of x plus y formula? Cot x plus y formula is cot x cot y minus 1 divided by cot x plus cot y. Student, this is the formula for cot x plus y. With the help of this formula, I will try to prove this. So here there is two angles are added. So I will take cot 3x first. So cot 3x. So student, this cot 3x can be written as cot 2x plus x. Here choice is ours. We can write first x plus 2x or 2x plus x. No need to worry because it is addition. Now I will compare this with this cot 2x plus x. This will compare with this cot x plus y. So it means in place of x I have 2x here, and in place of y I have x. So this I can simplify, and according to this formula the simplification is cot 2x into cot x minus y divided by cot 2x plus cot x. Now on this side what I have cot 3x here. So this I will do cross multiply with this. So student, okay, I will keep right cot 3x. So this denominator, two terms of the denominator gets multiplied cot 3x. So that means cot 3x into cot 2x plus cot x, that should be equals with cot 2x into cot x minus 1. Now do the simple multiplication, that is cot 3x into cot 2x plus cot 3x into cot x. So what will you get? It's very simple multiplication. Cot 3x into cot 2x plus again cot 3x into cot x, that should be equals to cot 2x into cot x minus 1. Now student, this minus 1 I will shift it to this side, means this complete minus 1 I will shift towards the left hand side. These two terms of the left hand side will shift to right hand side. So what happened? Cot 2x into cot x remains same. Now this I will shift minus cot 3x into cot 2x minus, now this term I will shift to right hand side, cot 3x into cot x. Now this minus I shifted to this side, so it becomes plus. This is the answer. It is exactly same as this, but just positions are changed here, but anyway it is multiplication, it remains same. Cot x and cot 2x minus cot 3x into cot 2x minus cot 3x into cot x, that should be equals to 1. This is a very simple problem. Is prove that tan 4x is equals to 4 tan x into 1 minus tan square x divided by 1 minus 6 tan square x plus tan power 4x. Okay students, let us try to prove this. So I will take LHS here, and LHS is tan 4x LHS is equals to tan 4x. Student, tan 4x can be written as tan 2x plus 2x, or the other way of writing 4x is 2 into 2x. So I will give preference to 2 into 2x. So that is tan 2 into 2x. 4 can be written as 2 into 2x. Now after considering this, I will get the formula of tan 2, this is x. So it means in this step my x is 2x. So what is the formula of tan 2x? It is 2 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x, because here x is 2x. Now again in this step I have complete tan 2x term, both in numerator and denominator. So again I will apply the same formula. Now this time this 2 remains same. Now tan 2x formula is 2 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x whole divided by this one with minus as it is tan square 2x or tan 2x whole square. That can be written as 2 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x whole square. Now let me multiply this. 2 into 2 it is 4 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x. This is the numerator. Now the denominator is, in the denominator we have a by b whole square. So this square is for both numerator and denominator. So I'll write 1 minus 2 square is 4 tan square x divided by 1 minus tan square x whole square. So it is 1 minus tan square x whole square. Now I must take LCM here. In the denominator I must take LCM. The LCM is 1 minus tan square x whole square is the LCM. Numerator as it is. So that should be equals to 4 tan x divided by 1 minus tan square x whole divided by. So student here 1 minus 4 tan square x divided by 1 minus tan square x whole square is there. So here the LCM is 1 minus tan square x whole square. So 1 into 1 minus tan square x whole square is this minus 4 tan square x divided by 1 minus tan square x whole square. Now student here this denominator completely gets multiplied to this numerator and this denominator's numerator multiply to this. That means this will multiply to this. So what happened to the next step? It is 4 tan x into 1 minus tan square x whole square divided by 1 minus tan square x. I'll put in bracket. Now what I should write? I should write this complete denominator. This one. So that is okay, I will use bracket. Then I will use a minus b whole square formula. A minus b whole square formula, that is a square, that is 1 square is 1 plus tan square x whole square minus 2 into 1 into tan square x minus 4 tan square x. I will close the bracket. This is the simplification. Now this denominator and one time numerator gets cancelled. So in the numerator the left out part is 4 tan x into 1 minus tan square x divided by, this completely gets cancelled. So no need to put any bracket. It is everything is this itself. 1 plus square of square is multiplied. So it is 4. That is 1 plus tan power 4x. So say minus 2 tan square x minus 4 tan square x. So this is minus 6 tan square x. This is our RHS. I hope you people understood these 5 mark problems, which are very, very important. Any one problem they will ask in final first PhD final exam. Okay, students. Now we will discuss about trigonometric equations, which is very, very important topic in trigonometry. We studied about different types of equations in our lower classes, that is linear equation, quadratic equation, cubic equation, all these things we studied. And you know, these equations has its particular solution. A linear equation has only one solution. Quadratic equation is always having 2 solutions. Like that, cubic is having 3 solutions. Now in this topic, that is trigonometric equation, let us see how can we find the solution and what are their solutions. Trigonometric equations. So students, very clear, the topic itself declares everything. Trigonometric equation means equation which comes in terms of trigonometric functions. Like an example, sin x plus 1 is equals to 0, or it can be sin square x minus 2 is equals to 0, or etc, etc. It can be not only sin, it can be cos, tan, secant, cosecant, etc, etc. Those are called as equations. Okay. Then how to find its solutions? That is very, very important. That we'll study in trigonometric equations. So we'll discuss one by one. And students, these trigonometric functions are defined only in 3 different ways. One is sine, second is cos, third is tan. Because we know that these 3 are the very important functions in trigonometric functions. If we know these 3, that is sine, cos, tan, other 3 can be easily found because other 3 are the reciprocals of these 3. That is, cosecant is the reciprocal of sine, cot is the reciprocal of tan, and secant is reciprocal of cos. So we'll give focus only for the first 3 functions, that is sine, cos, and tan. So first we'll discuss with sine function. Student, if I have a function like sin x is equals to k, where k is any real constant, this k is any constant, but there is a condition for this k. For all, if k belongs to minus 1 comma 1, sin x is equal to any value, but this value must be present between this. If it is beyond this, then we cannot find any solution for that, because we know the sin x least value is minus 1 and the sin x maximum value for any angle it is plus 1. So if it is beyond minus 1, we cannot define. If it is beyond 1, there is no solution for that. What happens if it is in between this? Let us discuss now. Solution. So sin x is equals to k. The procedure is, student, this value k, whatever is there, that we will try to convert in terms of sine only, because left hand side we have sine function. So it becomes sin x is equals to sine, let us call it as alpha, sine alpha. Then both the side I have sine function. If both the side sine function comes, then the general solution for this equation is the general solution, because it has many solutions, many angles satisfy this value. So that's why we call it as general solution, is x is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha for all n belongs to any integer. Student, here n is any integer, but this alpha is called as principal value. Principal value. Alpha is a principal value. What is principal value? The principal value is the least angle. We know that we have 4 quadrants, that is first quadrant, second, third and fourth quadrant. So the alpha here is the principal value, and the principal value is the least angle satisfied to this particular value. To this particular value, that angle is called as principal value. But this principal value always must be in radian. This principal value must be in radian. It cannot be in degree. We know that every trigonometric function is positive in 2 quadrants and negative in 2 other quadrants. So in that we will take the least one. Always we will give the preference to the least angle. Maximum, of course there is another value also, but that we will neglect. That is not a principal value. So this is about sine. Next, if we have cos function, same thing. If cos x is equals to k, for all k belongs to -1, 1, then same procedure. This k we will convert in terms of cos only. Cos x is equals to k. Cos x is equals to cos alpha. The reason converting k to cos is because left hand side we have cos function. Now left hand side and right hand side cos function. Then the value of x is en 2n pi plus or minus alpha for all n belongs to z, where again alpha is principal value. This is the formula of cos function. Now, if it is tan, we will see how can we find the general solution. Third one is, if tan x is equals to k, for all this k can be any real number. There is no restriction for k. It can be any real number. It can be positive, negative, any number, any decimal, any fraction. That time, its general solution is tan x is equals to k. Now this time k can be converted to in terms of tan, that is tan alpha. Now both the side we have tan function, so its general solution is x is equals to n pi plus alpha for all n belongs to z. So this is the formula for tan function. So these 3 formulas are very important. Based on these 3 general solutions formulas, we will find the solution of the trigonometric equations. Now we will discuss one by one problems or trigonometric equations. So student, its exercise is exercise 3.1. Sorry, exercise 3.4 it is. In NCERT textbook, exercise is 3.4 we are discussing now. Exercise 3.4. In that, the first problem is find the principal value and general solution of the equation. I'll write that in. Find the principal value and general solution of the trigonometric equation. First one, tan x is equals to root 3. Tan x is equals to root 3. So student, let us take given tan x is equals to root 3. We know student, root 3 comes in tan for it is 60 degree. Tan 60 degree is root 3. So, but I cannot write tan 60 degree. That 60 degree I should write in radian with tan. So, this can be written as tan x is equals to tan pi by 3. 60 degree and 60 degree in radian can be written as pi by 3. So, tan pi by 3 is root 3. Now, both the side I have tan function. So, my alpha is pi by 3. This is my principal value. This is my PV, principal value. Now, what is the general solution? If it has tan function in both the sides, then x is equals to n pi plus alpha for all n belongs to z. So, x remains x here. The left hand side angle is x and the right hand side angle is alpha. If any multiple comes to this x in left hand side, that also we should take here. That is our x. That should be equals to n pi plus pi by 3. That's it. Now, in this general solution, as the value of n changes, we will get the different answers. So, this, why it is called as general solution is, it has infinite solution. Here, as the values of n changes, the x value will also get changes. So, this equation is having infinite solutions and all the solutions depends on the value of n. That's why its name is called as general solution. I hope you people understood this concept. The next problem is secant x is equals to 2. So student, as I said earlier itself, we know only in terms of sine, cos, tan, but it is a secant. So first let us take reciprocals here. First we should convert to this in terms of cos. Given secant x is equal to 2, take reciprocals on both sides. So what is the reciprocals? 1 by secant x, that should be equals to 1 by 2. What is 1 by secant? 1 by secant is cos x. So here as it is 1 by 2, no changes. So student, this half I should convert in terms of cos. So what is the best way? So cos x is equals to cos 60 degree is 1 by 2. Cos 60 degree is 1 by 2. So 60 degree can be written as again it is pi by 3. Cos 60 degree pi by 3. Now both the side I have cos function and but this is right hand side angle. So this angle is my principal value. So alpha is pi by 3 and this is my principal value PV. What is the general solution? X is equals to 2n pi plus as well as minus alpha for all n belongs to z. Z is integer here. So x is equals to 2n pi plus or minus alpha is pi by 3. That's it. And of course student, here half we can write in some other quadrant also, like in fourth quadrant also we get half. But as I said, the principal values, the least angle which satisfies this value. So in fourth quadrant also we'll get same thing, but it is not necessary because before fourth quadrant, first quadrant pos is positive and the least angle is 60 degree. Next is cosecant x is equals to minus 2. It is minus 2. Cosecant is negative. So solution, given cosecant x is equals to -2. Student, here the trigonometric function cosecant is negative value. So we know cosecant gives negative value in either third quadrant or fourth quadrant, isn't it? Because first quadrant all are positive, second quadrant sine and cosecant are positive. So I will give preference to third quadrant. Of course, fourth quadrant also it is negative, but according to the principal value, I should take the least angle which satisfies to this value. So least angle is in third quadrant. So I will give preference to third quadrant value. So that is, and before I go to that, I should take reciprocals because I don't know the formula for cosecant. Take reciprocals on both sides. So it is 1 by cosecant x is equals to -1 by 2. So 1 by cosecant is sine x is equals to -half. As sine x is -half, sine is negative in third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So let us give preference to third quadrant. So sine x is equals to sine, third quadrant can be represented as 180 plus half gives 30 degrees. Sine 30 degrees is half. So that is 5 by 6. 180 plus 30. This is third quadrant. So that is sine x is equals to sine. If I take LCM, LCM is 6. 6 into 5, 6 5. 6 5 plus 5 is, this is 7 pi by 6. So what is my principal value? That is alpha is equals to 7 pi by 6 is my principal value here. This comes in third quadrant. Pi by 6 is 30. 30 into 7 is 210. Obviously 210 comes in third quadrant. So this is my principal value. Now what is the general solution? Let us discuss here. So if both the side sine function is there, so the general solution is x is equals to n pi plus -1 whole power n into alpha for all n belongs to z here. X remains x here. N pi plus -1 whole power n into 7 pi by 6. This is the answer. I hope you people understood this. Now let us take same exercise. The second part is find the general solution. Find the general solution of the trigonometric equation. First one, cos 4x is equals to cos 2x. So student should be very careful here that cos 4x is equal to cos 2x. This is a trigonometric equation. Its general solution only we should find. Principal angle is not necessary, but still since it is a general solution, we need to find the value of alpha, and alpha is our principal value here. But he has not asked here, but still we should find. And here don't get confused, sir. Both the side there are cos functions, so directly we'll take this is our x and this is our alpha. No, it's not possible because this is complete the equation. First we should convert it to a value. So for that what we can do, this cos 2x I will shift to left hand side. So this becomes cos 4x minus cos 2x is equals to 0. Now cos x minus cos y formula here. Cos x minus cos y. What is cos x minus cos y formula tells? That is -2 sin x plus y by 2 into sin x minus y by 2, that should be equals to 0. This is the formula for cos x minus cos y. Here x is 4x, y is 2x. Further, minus 2 sin 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 by 2 is 3. Sin 3x. Next is sin 4 minus 2 is 2, 2 by 2 is 1. Sorry, sin x, that should be equals to 0. So this minus 2 I will divide on both sides, and if I do cross multiplication with right hand side, so this becomes sin 3x into sin x should be equals to 0. Now, in our SSLC or lower classes, we studied that two factors should be equal to 0, means either the first factor is equal to 0 or the second factor is equals to 0. Same case I apply here. First case, sin 3x is equals to 0. Another case, sin x is equals to 0. Now, sir, right hand side I got a value, and obviously this value lies between minus 1 and plus 1 because it is sin. For sin, we know the value of k must lie between minus 1 and plus 1. Of course, 0 comes between that. So how can I express 0 in sin? Very simple it is. Sin 3x is equals to sin 0 degree. In radian also it is 0 degree only. So what is alpha? Alpha is equals to 0 degree. If both the sides sine function is there, so then the general solution is x is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha for all n belongs to z. So here x is what? What is x? X is 3x here. Left hand side angle is 3x here. 3x is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into 0. So student, 0 into anything is 0. So this completely gets cancelled. 3x is equals to n pi. So finally this gives x is equals to n pi by 3. This is one part of the equation. The other part of the equation is here. Again it is 0 in the right hand side. So we know how to convert 0 in terms of sine. That is, it is sine 0 degree. Because sine 0 degree is 0. So both the sides sine function is there. So what we can do? X is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha. So x is x here. See, x is x, but alpha is 0. N pi plus minus 1 whole power n into 0. As I said, 0 into anything is 0. So x is equals to n pi. This is the final answer. Find the general solution of cos 3x plus cos x minus cos 2x is equals to 0. You should find the general solution of cos 3x plus cos x minus cos 2x should be equal to 0. So student, first, as I said, we need either odd angle, both should be odd angles or both should be even angles. Here I have two odd angles, so I will use this term, these two terms to simplify. Solution: cos 3x plus cos x minus cos 2x is equals to 0. Okay, now this is cos x plus cos y formula. And this minus cos 2x will keep as it is, later we will take. What is cos x plus cos y formula? 2 cos x plus y by 2 into cos x minus y by 2 minus cos 2x is equal to 0. 2 cos 3x plus x is 4x, 4x by 2 is 2x, cos 3x minus 1 is 2. 2 by 2 is 1. Yes. Minus cos 2x is equals to 0. Now student, here easily we can see there are two terms, and in both the terms cos 2x is common. So I will remove cos 2x. If I remove cos 2x, the left out part is 2 cos x minus 1 is equal to 0. First factor is cos 2x, second factor is 2 cos x minus 1, and that should be equal to 0. Means again same case, either the first factor is 0 or the second factor is 0. So I will take both the cases. Cos 2x is equals to 0. Second case is 2 cos x minus 1 is equals to 0. Then 0 I should express in terms of cos. How can I express? Cos 2x is equals to cos pi. Cos 90 degree. Cos pi by 2 is cos 90 degree is 0. So student, here alpha is pi by 2 and x is 2x. If both the side cos function is there, then the general solution formula is x is equals to 2n pi plus or minus alpha for all n belongs to z. It is 2x is equals to 2n pi plus or minus pi by 2. But I need just values of x, so I will divide 2. So what do I get? So x is equals to n pi plus or minus pi by 4. This is one part of the answer and one part of the equation. The another part of the equation is here. This minus 1, I will shift it to other side. This becomes 2 cos x is equals to 1. Then finally this becomes cos x is equals to 1 by 2. Student, this 1 by 2 again, as we said, it lies between minus 1 and plus 1. Because it is a cos function, we should check the k value is between minus 1 and 1 is there or not. Yes, of course it will come. So this half I should express in terms of cos. So that can be equals to cos 60 degree, it is pi by 3. So here alpha is pi by 3 and x is x only. So x is equals to 2n pi plus or minus alpha for all n belongs to z. X is 2n pi plus or minus pi by 3. This is the answer. Find the general solution of third problem. Sin 2x plus cos x is equals to 0. You find the general solution of sin 2x plus cos x is equal to 0. So this is actually a very simple problem. Sin 2x can be written as 2 sin x into cos x. So sin 2x plus cos x is equal to 0 is 2 sin x into cos x plus cos x is equals to 0. So I will take cos x common here. So if I remove cos x, 2 sin x plus 1, that should be equals to 0. So next, first I will take cos x is equals to 0. The next part is 2 sin x plus 1 is equals to 0. So student, here directly you can do the simplification that this 0 I should express in terms of cos. So as we did in the previous problem, so cos x is equals to cos pi by 2. Here alpha is pi by 2. This is the principal value. Now x is x here. So x is equals to 2n pi plus or minus alpha. So x is equals to 2n pi plus or minus pi by 2. Obviously n is any integer. The other part of the answer is This one I should shift to other side. So 2 sin x is equals to minus 1. So sin x is equals to minus half. As we did in earlier case, that is sin x is negative. This is negative only in third and fourth quadrant. But we'll give preference to third quadrant. So this can be written as sin x is equals to sin 7 pi by 6. I already did this, so I directly write. Here alpha is 7 pi by 6. Now both the sides sine function is there. So the formula is x is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into alpha, where n belongs to z. Now x is x is equals to n pi plus minus 1 whole power n into 7 pi by 6. This is the final answer. Last problem is find the general solution of secant square 2x is equals to 1 minus tan 2x. So student, actually here secant square and tan is there. There are two trigonometric functions. Let us convert it to one particular form. Secant square. According to the second identity of trigonometry, this can be easily converted to tan. So this secant square x, secant square 2x is equals to 1 minus tan 2x. So secant square theta can be written as 1 plus tan square theta. So that is 1 plus tan square 2x, and this 1 minus tan 2x as it is, no changes, only this I did, and the changes is 1 plus tan square theta is equals to secant square theta. Now student, here left hand side and right hand side same number is there, so both gets cancelled, and here this minus tan 2x I will shift to this side. So tan square 2x plus tan 2x, this should be equals to 0. So easily I can take tan 2x common here. So if I remove tan 2x, the left out part is tan 2x plus 1. That should be equals to 0. Again same procedure. First factor is equals with 0. Then second factor is also equals with 0. Tan 2x is equals to 0. Then tan 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. Student, 0, and tan 0 comes in tan is only for 0 degree. So tan 2x is equals to tan 0 degree. So alpha is 0 degree here. So both the side tan comes, then the general solution is x is equals to n pi plus alpha for all n belongs to z. What is x here? X is 2x. So 2x is equals to n pi plus 0. So finally, if I divide by 2, x is equals to n pi by 2. This is one part of the answer. The other part of the equation is, there is a plus 1 here. This one I should shift to right hand side. So tan 2x is equals to minus 1. So this plus 1 is shifted to that side, so it becomes negative. So this tan x is negative. We know tan x is negative in two quadrant. Either it should be in second or it should be in fourth quadrant. Now we will give preference to second quadrant because it is a principal value. So tan 2x is equals to tan, second quadrant represented as 180 minus theta. Here theta is pi by 4. Because you know tan pi by 4 is 1. Since it is negative, so we'll take it in third quadrant. Third quadrant symbol is 180 minus theta. That is tan 2x is equals to tan. If I do simplification, 4 pi minus pi is 3 pi by 4. So here alpha is 3 pi by 4. So what is x here? X is equals to n pi plus alpha. N is 2x is equals to n pi plus 3 pi by 4. Obviously we should divide by 2. If I divide this by 2, I will get n pi by 2 plus 3 pi by 8. This is the answer. Student, I hope you people understood today's problems. And student, this is the last problem of the trigonometry functions and trigonometry complete chapter. And student, with this I have completed the trigonometry chapter successfully. So hope you people understood the complete trigonometric part. If you have any doubt in trigonometry, you can put your doubt in comment box. And if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe and please keep sharing and like our videos so other students can be benefited with this. Thank you. Thank you very much.